with Dripio. Before we start, question: who is a gardener? Oh my God, very important. Good. So I'm a gardener, of course. One of the reasons we moved to Portland is because this is a gardener's paradise. Everything grows here. People have gardens, chickens, goats, and stuff. So we bought ourselves a little piece of land and planted all kinds of stuff. And we're expecting it to grow. Of course, I still buy my cherries in Costco 3 years later, but these trees, they're really beautiful, they grow fast. The problem is, as a gardener, I had to spend at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half every day watering these things, all right? And next one. No matter how much I water these things, they still die. They got sick. At some point I realized maybe I wasn't even doing them any favor because sometimes you water them wrong and they get fungal infection, all kind of other nasty stuff. And then I discovered I was watering them in the evenings because evening is my time to water. But they don't want to be watered in the evening. They want to be watered at 5 a.m. And, excuse me, I'm not going to do that. So at some point I said, all right, this is bullshit. I need to figure out how to throw technology on this problem. And I went online and started looking for technologies, and I discovered exactly 0 solutions to my problem. All right, now, there are plenty of smart sprinkler controllers, smart timers, all kinds of things, but what I really wanted was a thing that would let me water each individual plant the way I want this plant to be watered, or more like the way this particular plant needs to be watered. All right, tomatoes need 1 gallon of water a day, peppers need half a gallon of water a day, okay? Arborvitaes only need to be watered once every 4 days, and they need 3 gallons of water each. There's no solution on the market, and I was really frustrated because, why can't I get what I want, right? So I said, all right, I can't find it. I'm gonna build it, and that's how Dripio became a thing. So next one. So I built this thing. This is the first ever Dripio controller. This is a collector's item, hopefully, one day. And this controller was actually what I was looking for in drip irrigation system because I realized drip irrigation system is the way to go. And going to Home Depot and putting together parts and trying to make them work was a big challenge. When you go to Home Depot and you go to the irrigation aisle and look at, there's always some guy that's basically standing like this, standing like this. And they have 2 things in their hands and they don't know how to feed them. And that was me, I was this guy. I went to Home Depot probably 50 times before I actually managed to put something together. And then it exploded in my face. So I wanted to build a box that will have everything that is needed for drip irrigation system. And this box will go on the wall, will be connected. It's okay, it's Dripio. It's supposed to get wet. Yes. So it is an outdoor product, so it's okay. This enclosure will hold it, hopefully. So anyways, it has all the components that drip irrigation system needs to have: filter, drip, pressure regulator, backflow preventer, all the valves, flow meters, and all kind of stuff. It has it all. It connects to the cloud. We have a cloud, but it's not cloud dependent. It was very important because there was a company that I did discover called Eden. I don't know if you heard about Eden. Fortunately you're not their clients because they're out of business and their hardware is useless. So one of the most important things for me was to make sure that if I go out of business, this is still a useful piece of equipment. People invested money into that thing, so it still works. But the most important, the secret sauce of Dripio was individual watering units. Originally I called them field units, short FUs, but someone told me it's not a good idea, so I decided to look for a different name. So these individual units are exactly what I was looking for. They give the water to the plant the way the plant needs it. So if I have a tree, it's like a small, like a mini zone. This tree will be watered by this individual watering unit, and the watering unit is going to communicate with the box, and the communication is we're going to patent the way we can communicate because it's not wireless. I'm not going to go too deep into that thing, so let's move on. So that's what Dripio is going to be. It's going to be a way to water your garden It is very easy to install. If you have drip irrigation system installed, tubing and all that stuff, you just hook this box, attach it to the tubes, and it works. Optimizes watering of individual plants, of course. Set and forget, very important. One day, we wanted to go to Las Vegas, and we went to Las Vegas, and 5 days later we came back, and everything was dead.
The screen died, right?
Wow. So, can we go back? All right. So set and forget, yes. I wanted to build something that I can install, tell the system, okay, you're watering 20 arborvitaes, 18 tomato plants, and whatever, an apple tree, and the system knows what to do. And that's it. I don't need to think about it. So that's what Dripio is going to do. And in the future, and this is huge, this can be expanded beyond watering, because as a gardener, once you solve watering, you have other problems. Fertilizing, spraying, pest control, things that, how do you solve them? So our system, because of the way we communicate between the box and I want to say a few, and the watering units, we can have additional things added to this, such as fertilization, for example, and the system will know how to do it, right? I guess we can move on. Team Dripio. Kevin is our hardware guy. Eugene, software guy. He's not with us today, unfortunately. Katya, my wife. She's our chief gardener, and she helps me with marketing and business development. This is me. And we are doing a crowdfunding campaign. It's going to be in October. We think about Kickstarter, probably that's what we're going to do, but it's not decided yet. And we would like your help. Is it okay to pitch a little bit? All right. So we'd like your help. If you go to dripio.com, our website, you can sign up for updates, email updates, and mention NewTechPDX. Everyone who signs up with NewTechPDX, we're going to give a special gift when we do the crowdfunding campaign. We're going to add another reward, small reward, but nice reward for all our supporters from NewTechPDX. And I think that's it. Awesome. Am I on time? All right. Questions? Yes. Yes.
Two questions. One, are you guys monitoring the soil at all?
That's a nice one. I like it. It's a private joke, but I call it the S word, sensor. I hate sensors. Sensors is what killed Eden. Sensors is what killed all smart sensor companies. There were 4, 2 were bought, 2 died. All right. Now, funny as I said, yes, you can actually add sensors to our system. It's just not our primary focus. Because I say, if there was rain, there's chances are you don't need to water, and if there was no rain, you need to water. All right. And if you overwater it a little bit, the plants will survive. If you underwater, they will develop root system. All right.
Why not wireless?
Why not wireless? Okay. Originally, the watering units were supposed to be wireless, communicating with the box, until a friend of mine he was going to be one of the testers said, but my garden is too far from my home, you won't reach it. And that was the end of it. So I said, all right, so what do I do? How do I solve this problem? He said, well, just throw a wire and put data over the wire. Thank you very much, here's a patent. All right, more questions?
What's your background?
Me? Just a guy. Yes.
How is the main box regulating the water flow, or are the individual FUs regulating the water flow?
They all do. I mean, this box controls the flow from the spigot, and it sends the flow to the tubes. The whole idea of Dripio is I don't like zones, because zones limit me, and zones require me to add more infrastructure. This is just one tube, and you can hook as many zones as you want to that. So it's a zone-free, limited zone system. And so we do control. We can turn on 2 watering units at the same time. We can turn one. We can play with it. So there's a lot of flexibility in how we do it. The algorithm is the key to do it right.
How much do you need to raise in your crowdfunding
I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm still focused on making them work.
How much smaller do you think you would want that box?
Oh, I will be able to get it much smaller. This, as I said, this is the first box I ever built, and it has a lot of air inside. So yes, the goal is to actually make it really small as we can. But again, this is not, it's not really that necessary, by the way. When I show this to people, people say, oh, this is great, I want to put it on the wall. All right? More questions? Yes?
Will your system be compatible with gray water or gray water?
And we focus on just gardeners, so everybody has a spigot, a faucet they can connect. Not everybody. I discovered that people in apartments oftentimes don't have. So no, this is just a simple watering device. I would call it.
If you could get any kind of pressure going through it, it would work then. Just a spigot, getting pressure on it, it would probably work.
All right. Thank you.